like it. It's good. All right, so we're doing the Washington Wizards, who are a storied franchise. Been around for a very long time and done nothing, and that's why they're storied because they've legitimately done nothing. Um, so what I've done is I've selected an image that is very player-led because when Michael Jordan put on a Wizards uniform and stood out, like stepped out of the GM role to come out of retirement for the second time and play three more meaningless years to stat pad and do all these ridiculous over 38 career record stuff. This is iconic because it made the Wizards interesting. It made the Wizards interesting, and it's the most interesting that they've been, at least in my lifetime, for the 30 plus years that I've been alive. This is the most interesting thing that happened to the Wizards. And that's why I selected it. And it's also iconic because it really blows people's minds, right? Like, I remember learning this fact as a kid. Like, Michael Jordan's always in a Bulls jersey. And, on 2K, he's always in a Bulls jersey and he's always doing the Bulls moments. And then you tell people, like, oh, I actually played 3 years on the Wizards. And everyone's like, I'm sorry, what? No, he didn't. You know what? It's Photoshop. And it's not. And that's why it's iconic.
Hey, you had a go at trying to sell this image, right? I'll give you that. Here's the hot take that now we have to do sometime. Did MJ come to the Wizards to stat pad?
Yeah.
Because I clearly don't believe that was the case at all. But hey, look, we'll come back to that one. Come back to that one. Um, what other teams did Patrick Ewing play in that you play wasn't in a Knicks uniform?
Orlando.
Mm, mm,
And
mm. Can you get the
did he
second
go
one?
to Toronto or is that Elijah? That's Elijah.
He also played somewhere else though. I don't know if you pick it. Doesn't matter. Fun fact. Fun fact. I believe it was Seattle. The who you obviously mentioned Elijah on obviously. So he was in a Toronto uniform. How about Tony Parker? You know,
Yeah, he got that year in Charlotte.
with the year in Charlotte. So that's pretty much what you selected here. That MJ spent those 2 years or so at the Wizards, as you said, stat padding as the most iconic moment in franchise history. And if anything iconic, and you talked about memes and eye catching and headline grabbing and blah blah blah, is the one that I selected. Yeah, that to me, unfortunately for the Wizards, and they fall into this play a similar category to other franchises too, where they've had so little success. They feel like that team that just keeps trying. Oh, we just keep trying. We just keep trying. We tried with John Wall. We tried with Bradley Beal. Now Bradley Beal's gone, and we tried with getting Porzingis, but Porzingis is gone, and now we got Jordan Poole. Yeah, we'll try again next season. Yeah, and we tried to build a franchise here with Gilbert Arenas and Antoine Jamison and Caron Butler, and this team was deep. This team was ready to win, and then gun violence in the U.S. in Washington locker room destroyed this team over a cards game, if I recall correctly. And that was it. And I think this moment encapsulates the real comedy of the situation where Gilbert Arenas, before he was suspended, obviously, for it, like they thought it was a joke. They thought it was a joke. But I think there's a level of seriousness that goes with a level of good fortune and health and luck if you want to win. And the Wizards in this image that I selected as my most iconic image clearly lack those attributes to this date to build a successful franchise. And that's why I picked this image. Hey, look, MJ is cool, but so what? He played at the Wizards.
I think I think we could probably call this a draw. I like yours. I think it was quite a reputable moment. It's getting a bit of a rejig with the Ja Morant situation and guns becoming an issue again with an NBA star. But um, it's the Wizards, man. Like hopefully something interesting happens over the next 10 years because otherwise these aren't going to change.
This is Two Guys with Spare Time. I'm Faz, this is Nick. You're probably a basketball fan like us, so hopefully you can throw us an assist and giving our video a like and subscribing to our channel.
And if you got thoughts, feelings, or even some suggestions, please put them down in the comment section below. And thank you for using your spare time to watch us in our spare time.